you want to tell us about John Wick while we're in TV and movies?
All right, so I've seen John Wick 4 2 times.
I was about to say 4 times.
No, I probably couldn't still be alive after watching it 4 times.
Okay.
I'm kidding. John Wick 4 is the most John Wick movie.
Okay. I don't know what that means. I've never seen
I know. I always see commercials that say shit like that when the movies come out. They're like, Rolling Stone says this is the most John Wick movie ever. Or like, Fast and Furious 27 is the most Fast and Furious movie ever. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, much like Fast and Furious, this is just another movie in the series that really doesn't do shit. It's just action. And so that part I don't have a problem with. But I don't go to John Wick expecting layers and layers and layers. I don't expect romance and love and family and trust and betrayal and all these deep, deep things. Politics. It's action. And so that's fine. But it's just action for 3 hours. Just action. The fighting scenes are awesome. You could see Keanu Reeves and how much he trained for this film. Mm-hmm. There's tons and tons of jujitsu in this film. Mm-hmm. You see him taking people down to the ground a lot. And Donnie Yen is in it. I love Donnie Yen, and so it's cool seeing him in it. He even did one of his famous things from another movie. Mm-hmm. And so it's awesome. He plays a blind guy. I feel like he's on this typecast role now where he's this blind martial artist in a couple films. Like, that's his role now. It's weird, but whatever. So Donnie Yen is a blind martial artist and assassin. Okay. He's one of the people helping hunt down Keanu Reeves' character, John Wick. And so John Wick 4 apparently has done awesome in the box office. It's fine. For me, I say all the time, most movies don't need to be 3 hours. Mm-hmm. There are half-hour fighting scenes multiple times in this movie. JD comes to kill Dion. JD and Dion are fighting for a half hour in different parts of this building. Me versus you. Then your family comes. Then my family comes. Then a group of people come to kill all of us. Half hour. Multiple times there are fight scenes like this. It's weird. It's unnecessary. The director came out and said, we couldn't have made such a groundbreaking, awesome final film with the original time length that they wanted us to use. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he lied. They could have cut mad shit out this movie and trimmed it down to like an hour and 40 minutes. Like, it's all fighting. It's a goose chase. That's all it is. Which is the same as the other films. Is why I said this is the most John Wick movie ever. Okay. And so it's Keanu Reeves' character getting chased, and everyone's trying to kill him. 3 hours.
3 hours. Oof.
It's like 2 hours and 47 minutes or some shit. It's 3 hours. And they had the nerve to put in an end credit scene, which also did not need to be there. And so I thought the end credit scene was going to do some Marvel shit, and then they were going to say, like, the next film is focused on what the end credit scene was. Mm-hmm. Apparently not. They have announced they have re-signed the studio has approved 3 more John Wick films.
Oh, so
in the franchise, but definitely one more at least with Keanu Reeves, which is very interesting because Keanu Reeves' character dies in the movie, and so there's even a grave and everything. Oh, okay. But we never saw a body, we never saw anyone get buried, and so the rules of the movies is no body, no death.
No death, yeah.
So.
I mean, I learned that.
And who knows? Maybe it's going to be a film about the past, John Wick 5.
Maybe.
All possible. I don't want to see John Wick 5, but I will because my best friend loves John Wick, and so I go with him. Okay. But for me, this didn't do anything extra fly, except you wanted to see fighting and shooting for 3 hours. You did. Okay. You saw fighting and shooting on horses, in cars, on motorcycles, on steps, in buildings, with swords, with guns, all type of shit.
Interesting.
One cool thing, they kind of, in my opinion, took something from a Christopher Nolan film. Christopher Nolan has a film called Equilibrium, and they do something in that film called The Gun Kata, And basically, the idea is in martial arts, a kata is a very specific set of moves. Kind of looks like a setup dance choreographed, choreographed setup dance in a sense. But in reality, what you're doing is this set of things is to help you fight in a certain way. And so, if there's 10 people surrounding you, for example, you would do the kata and be able to maneuver in specific ways that will save your life or help you or whatever. The gun kata is similar in Equilibrium, which is the Christopher Nolan film I'm referring to. In Equilibrium, they explain that there's something called the gun kata, and it's the way to maximize effort and basically survive in any circumstance. And so the gun kata is this set of moves that you do with guns, pistols specifically, and you can survive in any situation. And so at the end of Equilibrium, there's a scene where two people who are masters of the gun kata fight. And so they're trying to do all this fly gun shit, and it looks like a martial arts gunfight. And they do something very similar in this John Wick film. I was like, oh yeah, I watched Equilibrium. I thought that was cool. For me, that was a cool part. That and seeing Donnie Yen do cool stuff.
Okay.
That was it. But nothing groundbreaking here. It was a 7.
It was a 7.
Yeah.
Nothing groundbreaking.
Nope.
Well.
That's John Wick 4.